Austin John Meador, Cynthia Olvera, and Joseph Olveea, they are pretty much trying to set it up like I'm some bum, crackhead, prostitute woman on the streets. And I was just saying, I was like going over what I wanted to say in this video, and I was like, no, you can't set me up like that. You can't try to set me up like that. And as a mother, when you threaten to harm my child and you keeping my child and trying to say that I'm a junkie, I'm like, okay, first of all, people are trying to say I don't have a job and that I don't have a home or necessities to take care of my son or transportation or enough money for a lawyer. And, you know, these are the things these people are trying to say in defense of these people having my child and covering up information about my pregnancy as well, as a conspiracy to cover up that Austin was abusing me. So as his mother, my #1 job from God was to protect the son that I gave birth to in this life. And for somebody to say, well, you don't have this to provide for him, but then you take me out of the element to try to stop me from being able to protect him. I don't need money to protect my son. I don't need money to report anybody trying to abuse him. I don't need money to get accepted into organizations with my son that will help me and my son get away from Joseph Olveea, Cynthia Olveea, and Austin John Meador and the Conroe Police and everybody that she had that threatened to molest my son and to keep us in a safe environment from these black Freemasons and gang members and white supremacists who they have trying to help murder us in this country. And I say us because I am pregnant, first of all, and they did threaten my son, regardless if they did anything to him yet or if they have been doing things to him. They threatened to murder my son. And there are organizations that need and that should be obligated to take me with my son pregnant into these locations. That's what the truth is. So I was just thinking to myself, you can call me a junkie all you want to. You can call me a bum all you want to. But the truth is, with God, my #1 job in this world is to be a mother. And the #1 job as a mother is to protect your child. If you was a good mom, then you would know that protection is important. You always want to protect your child and keep your child alive. And then you want to provide for your child. So when you threaten my child, you ain't gonna sit over there and say that I don't have a job. No, I do. And my job is to make sure that nobody is hurting my son. My job is to make sure that my son is with me at all times. My job is to make sure that I have my child with me and that I'm protecting him. And the provision will come as it always has. And they don't have any reason to be lying and going through any courtroom to try to keep my child from me. And they threaten to kill my son because I shot Austin in the leg and he was attacking me in my home. And so you can call me a junkie, but even if you were calling me a junkie, I would be a great mom regardless for reporting it. So I was like, you could call me what you want. You could try to pay me out because they got the shelters. The women in the shelters are involved with trying to let them try to pay me out as a drug-addicted prostitute on the streets, pregnant and starved, when I'm trying to get into their organizations, coming straight out of the jail after them making me lose my apartment because Austin was attacking me in my home. And these women are disgusting in Houston, Texas, and they are disgusting in Atlanta, Georgia, to not have allowed me into the shelters pregnant and have them people over there in gangs talking about we're molesting your baby while we're setting you up to be murdered, pregnant on the streets. And then they're trying to go against the law and rape us and rape my son and get away with it and kill us and say, oh, we're gang members and we're Klansmen and we got the black people helping us and we're just going to leave you outside on the streets and call you a bum and a prostitute and say that we have a restraining order against you and you're a woman that's pregnant and he's attacking you in your home and we got all these people raping on you and threatening that they raping on your child. and that they will have the people in the courts involved that are racist white people to help cover it up and threaten to kill me and mutilate me about my son and about them threatening to rape him. And they know damn well that Miss Jones know we threaten to rape her baby. They know Miss Jones know that her family know that we threaten to rape her baby. They know Miss Jones know that Austin threatened to stick his genitals in Melbourne's mouth to retaliate against me for shooting him in the leg in Baytown Seafood Restaurant in Conroe, Texas, and I'm in Houston, Texas, for shooting him in the leg in self-defense, where he came in the restaurant attacking me and my son after I asked the man in the restaurant to help us, and I had a gun in my